Hello everybody and welcome to Sunday Night Racing League. Today is a Wednesday and we are here for the final round of Season 4 Porsche Cup, Round 8 at Spa-Francorchamps. So last race we saw Round 7, Fast Guy already claimed the championship due to the drop scores. He is officially the Season 4 Porsche Cup champion. So very well done to him, and he is still racing here in this race. He is starting... Whereas he actually got the fastest time, so he starts right at the back of the grid, getting those 5 bonus points. So we'll give a few drivers, a few people, and I guess drivers watching, time to roll in. Good afternoon, Sarlek. It is not yet evening for me, Flashman, but evening to you anyway. And yeah, I will start doing a rundown of the grid. 11 drivers here today, the final round of Porsche Cup, and I guess Porsche Cup's last race in GT Sport. I've been keeping track, and at the moment it is 32 hours and 4 minutes until I can hop onto GT7. So, looking forward to that. But anyway, now to start the rundown of the grid. On that pole position, qualified 4th fastest, we have got GT87 Tiger. Current 3rd in the championship, we're looking to try and hold on to that. He's fending off Sarlek, so certainly just be careful there. Just 13 points between the two at the moment. Then we have Noxie here starting alongside him in 2nd position, and we've got Chris Boot, current P2 in the championship. He can't lose any places, and he's got a 14-point lead over Tiger, so it should be fairly safe. Similar gap between Tiger and Sarlek, so those three still within reaching distance of each other, but generally possibly already set in their position. Then we have got Gibbo next, and alongside him YOLO in the number 9. Then Rob on drums, starting in 6th place, running a Ukraine flag based livery. Then behind him we have got Jonathan, starting in, I've lost count already, starting in 7th position, and Flashman starting 8th, our slowest qualifier. And then we move on to our 3 fastest qualifiers. So, and the big surprise here is Bunnies, qualified 2nd fastest, but first Sarlek, current 4th in the championship, he qualified 3rd fastest, getting those 3 extra points for that. Bunnies qualified 2nd fastest, so huge performance from him, qualifying not always his strongest suit. He's been very good at the start of the race and then struggles with tyre wear a bit, but well done to him here, starting 10th position, but getting those 4 extra points for that. And then Fast Guy championship leader, of course, setting the fastest time in qualifying, and he'll be looking now just to have the best race he can. He heads on to try and potentially add another win to his list. How many wins has he got so far? 1, 2, 3. So he's only got 3 wins this season, rounds 1, 3 and 5. So might be trying to make that 4, win half the entire season. But now going to head into the race. So there we go, all the drivers lined up. Tiger and Noxie, front of each row. Waiting to see when we'll be going. And away the drivers go. Fast Guy immediately pulling out alongside Sarlek down the back, getting past him. Immediately, Tiger still holding the lead. Noxie going side by side with Crispy and Gibbo. So he's managed to fend off Gibbo from behind, but still has Crispy inside. Someone going wide there in the background. Not sure which car that is, but they're right to the back already. That's Flashman. Down towards Rouge and Rad. And of course, this race done at kind of a nice evening time. A bit in the shadow there is Noxie using all the track and a bit more. Crispy alongside him down the Kemmel Straight. Some fighting going on further down. Crispy with the inside line here should be able to hold off that orange Porsche. Actually didn't brake all that heavily, and yeah. Not sure why Crispy was so light on the brakes there, but he managed to hold his position. The contact between the two. Noxie now though having to fend off Gibbo from behind. So he only dropped 1 position so far, so not done too badly. Back to this group, and yeah, I've always loved this camera angle. See the drivers there squabbling for position, that kind of battle for, I think it's 5th place, YOLO leading that group. 6 guys in amongst that. Tiger's still holding on to the lead. Chris Boo fending off Noxie. Go through into Puon. So catching the inside, you don't want to go wide here, you get on that green stuff and it throws you out of the corner. Noxie here fending off Gibbo. Gibbo looking for a way besides better than going up the inside. Still maintaining that third position, perhaps going a bit deep there. Exit of the second corner matters far more than the exit of the first. And a bit more opportunity when it comes to sending the car in for an overtake. So Tiger still leading this race. Fast guy already up to 7th. We started in 11th. Barnes and Salakert seems still fairly near the back considering where they started. Still 9th and 10th, so actually all they've done is got past Flashman. Noxie still fending off and see this group here. I think it's Noxie through to Fast Guy. Noxie fending off Gibbo. Fast Guy still behind Rob on drums. Two of them going side by side into turn 1. Fast Guy on the outside, a bit more speed. Rob on drums. Rob on drums then perhaps fuel saving maybe? Just more fuel, yeah he is. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. As Rob on drums, Mayro will be going for the no stop. These two leading cars pulling quite a big gap. See Noxie. So about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds behind the two up front. So they've had a very good getaway here. Noxie still can't afford to catch up with them because he's going to have to defend from behind. Gibbo right on his tail and just behind him YOLO. Gibbo on the outside alongside Noxie using the inside. Yeah, there we go, managed to retain his position. Gibbo getting on the curb a bit there. YOLO's having a moment. And that's him round. YOLO now dropping down the order. Oh goodness, and it's all gone wrong. He's turned into the wall. YOLO down to the back of the order. We'll hop back on board. Spell up ahead. Actually, it's given Noxie a bit of wriggle room down to Gibbo and Fast Guy. Fast Guy already up 6 positions here. But being hunted down by a championship, well, Season 4 champion, no longer the championship leader, he has won the championship. So Fast Guy getting on the grass a bit there. This group of 3 still fighting away. Only in the second lap out of 9. Chris Boo though still right on Tiger's tail, refusing to be dropped just yet. Tiger used less fuel also on the harder compound. Soft compared to the super soft of Chris Boo. Is Tiger going hugely wide there. Don't think we're going to see an overtake yet, it was too far back. Let's hit Noxie, Gibbo and Fast Guy coming through. Still in the same order. This one he's looking for a move behind there on Rob on drums. Not got that one done. Gibbo, Fast Guy fighting away. Gives Noxie a bit of breathing room, but of course the Kemel's straight. As long as they're within the slipstream, they're just going to catch up. And Fast Guy and Gibbo, if they get dropped, might decide to bump draft a little bit to catch up with Noxie. And Fast Guy you'd expect anyway, being the fastest in qualifying, to be able to catch up with more pace himself. Once he gets free of fighting that yellow car. So here we go now, down along straight. Fast Guy is going to go for the move, he's looking to go to the outside here. And he is on the outside. Yeah, there we go, sweeping around the outside of him. It's Fast Guy, although he's having a small moment there. But no, Fast Guy does get through up into 4th. Gibbo promoted down to 5th position, as we can see behind. I'm not sure when it happened, but Bunnies has been able to get past Rob on drums up into 6th position. Bunnies having an almighty race here, starting 10th position. Now up to 6th. Looking, I think we have lost YOLO. So YOLO no longer in this race. There, Tiger's still holding that lead. No big threat. Of course, Chris Boo keeping him humble. Can't afford to make any big mistakes at the moment, not really having to defend too much. Just having to drive well. Touches the grass a little bit. Noxie now going to have to worry about Fast Guy behind him. And Rennie can see the gap between Fast Guy and Gibbo. Once Fast Guy did get past. And Fast Guy is starting on the super soft tyres. He's going to have that advantage. What tyres is Noxie on? Noxie also on the supers. So it's the same compound they're working with. Judging by the fuel usage, Fast Guy certainly is going to be going for the one stop. It's a very, very long pit lane, so you don't really want to be going for two stop here. Not really sure it's been worth it for anywhere in the Porsche Cup. We've seen no stops, we've seen one stop, so I don't think we've seen a two stop, certainly not an effective one. Bunny's there distancing Rob on drums a bit. Jonathan right on the tail of Flashman. Sorry, no. Flashman right on the tail of Jonathan. Fighting away for 8th position. With Sarlacc just behind the two of them. Hello, hello. So here we go now. Flashman has got the run, he's got the slipstream, going to pull alongside. Deciding to go for the inside here, of course, 40 on the inside. That's where Jonathan is not defending. Having the inside, as long as he breaks to the right point, he should be able to hold it on. Though Jonathan holding on around the outside and actually manages to hold the position. Looking for the cutback though is Flashman. No, ooh. Perhaps nudged onto the grass. I'm going to have a quick look at that just to see what actually happened between the two of them. So, no. Ooh. Flashman hitting the brake. Actually, I think it would have been better to not hit the brake there. But a little bit of contact between Jonathan and Flashman. Hard to say if that was a racing incident or not, but don't actually know if it was reported. But Bunny's here now, closing the gap down on Gibbo. I'm sure Gibbo is soon going to be under threat. Bunnies and Fastman seem to be, and Fast Guy seem to be the two fastest drivers on track at the moment. Bunny's having the best race of the season so far from what I can see. I'm very happy with how he's been driving so far. Seems to be managing his tyres much better than usual as well. So they'll be actually 2 tenths purple for the moment. Too far back to go for the overtake. Drivers there using the green stuff to give himself more to work with on that corner. Bunny's, I think, too far back for an overtake. Certainly close the gap up on these straights. Just give it a little tap on the rear as Chris Boo enters the pit lane, as does Fast Guy. It's only on exactly the same amount of fuel, both on the 34%. I suspect you'll see them both move onto the soft tyre for the last 5 laps of the race. Tiger doesn't throw about Crispy behind him anymore, but Noxie a bit more clean air with Fast Guy pitting as well. The two of them both kind of able to calm down their race slightly. This battle was for P5, now promoted to battle P3. 2 drivers pitted. We'll see if Bunnies can go for a move down the Kennel straight. He's pulling alongside and does put him on the outside for the corner. We'll see what he can do here. Bunnies does seem to have the overspeed. He's got his car ahead, just needs to now brake slightly later to hold around the outside. We've seen quite a few drivers do that actually. Outside seems to be slightly better than I might otherwise suspect. Chris Boo filling up to 82% on the fuel, and Bunnies completing that overtake up into P3 for him. Yeah, entering this race, Bunnies was, I think, 5th in the championship. So I guess we'll be hoping to improve that. Behind him, he has got... Who's he got? Robin Drums 4 points behind, Noxie 4 points behind him. So you're going to have to be careful here, because if either of them beat him, there's a huge risk of being knocked down. Robin Drums currently 2 positions behind him. Noxie fair way down the field. Bang, no, he's in 2nd, sorry. So yeah, he's actually going to have to worry about both of them then. Obviously currently ahead and keeping pace with Tiger fairly well. So we'll see. I think we might see the guys on super softs in the pit in the next lap or two. Judging by how fuel is being used. In fuel mix 1 it only goes 6 laps. So drivers might try and squeeze it one more lap. See here, Tiger into the pit lane, as is Noxie. What about then Bunnies and Gibbo? So Bunnies is into the pit lane, as is Gibbo. Robin Drums, now look at this, he's still got nearly half a tank of fuel. We're more than halfway through the race. So he, yeah, definitely going to be going for the no stop. We'll see how that works out for him. Of course, inherited the lead at the moment, and he doesn't plan on pitting anymore. So all he's going to do now is just drive and maintain that lead position. Sarlek behind him, I believe, opting for the same strategy. We'll see how that works out for the British driver. So who is going to be taking that third position? I think everyone at this point has done the stops they want to do. Is Chris Boo going to stay? Oh, he's come out just behind Tiger, but just ahead of Noxie. So, after everyone, I think, has done the pit stops they need to, I will do a quick check through on fuel count just to see. Yeah, everyone's on the pit stops they need. The current order is Robin Drums leading the race, just going to take it to the end now. You can see, looking at the minimap, huge gap he has to the rest of the field. Oh yes, Sarlek fairly close. But doesn't have to worry too much about him. Both of them going a bit slower than normal. Sarlek in second position, Tiger in third position, currently leading on the guys going for the one-stop strategy. Chris Boo in fourth place. Not too far behind him is Noxie and Fast Guy. Both of them very, very strong drivers. So, Bunny's going wide here at Pouon. That's going to cost him half a second or so. Oh, kept going wide. Almost better to just take part off track, not risk playing with the curb, like dark green stuff. So I think keep an eye on this Noxie Fast Guy battle. Look at that gap Robin Drums and Sarlek have. Going to be a job and a half for the rest of the field to catch. Got to be a flag, not sure what that's for. All drivers are on the lead lap. It's possibly just the car's taking a weird line through bus stop chicane, considering it to be slow. As Fast Guy's a small moment there at the exit of turn 1. Bunnies with Gibbo right in his tail. See how this all goes down. I think the main thing here, actually if there are any on-track fights, obviously we have Bunnies and Gibbo fairly close to get the how close is Fast Guy to Noxie. Actually not as close as I thought he might be. Fast Guy is closing the gap. I'm not sure who the fastest man on track is though. Bunny's about second and a half down to Gibbo. The rough look. You can see Flashman not having a good race. had that incident with, was it with Jonathan earlier? Cost him quite a bit of time. The front two, Robin Drum still holding on. Sarlacc not getting any closer. I've got to look at their lap times. So we had a 22.5, 23.9 from him, 22.5, 22.4. So Sarlacc is close in the last couple of laps. See what their lap times look for this lap 7. Should compare them to these guys. Don't yet have a time from Tiger on the super soft tyres. We're going to get that one shortly. Crispy with 2:18.9. So what's that? Nearly 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds to the 2 leaders. But with just 2 laps to go, I'm not sure that's enough. I think the snow stop's been pulled off perfectly. So 3:17.8 from Crispy. Quite a bit slower time on Tiger there. Tiger definitely going to be under threat. Let's see this group. 4 drivers. And Sarlacc is still closing in on Robin Drums. Last lap gaining 7/10 on the driver. That's not going to be enough, just 2 laps to go. That's certainly more than a 7/10 gap to me. Still holding off Crispy, same as the first stint. Both of them, no, actually Crispy on the soft tyre this time. There's Tiger on the super. Tiger isn't a better tyre, but Crispy within his slipstream range. He's going to try and pull everything he can to get this position. Tiger going a bit wide there. Very careful into this corner, using all the curbs beautifully there, Tiger. He's not quite extending the curbs as much as he could, but of course the two of them need to be careful of Noxie. He's not too far behind. If they start fighting, he'll join in. And that last podium place going to be under threat. We said Bunnies, it was Robin Drums and Noxie he needed to finish ahead of to avoid them getting him in the championship, and it does look quite likely that that isn't actually going to happen. So, ooh. Crispy past Noxie. Noxie, where's he gone? Fast guy getting past him. Fast guy up into 5th position. That is not good news for Noxie. I want to have a quick another look at what happened between the two of them. So Noxie was looking for the move on Crispy. Got up his inside alongside fair and square. Uses the curb and just gets in the power too much. Gets back to the track actually, I think, as quick as he could. Did a good job there. Fast guy just taking the position where he can. Front two still running away. The gap is certainly closing, but it's not enough. There's still just only 1 lap left to go. He's looking for it. Very good for Robin Drums. And the Ukraine team's car. It's not going to get fastest lap in this strategy. Very happy if he can get a race win. His best result so far this season, 4th place, which he got at round 6. Also actually got pole position in that round. Not mistaken though, that may have been the oval race. So we're glad to get it done on a track as well. Sarlacc though is a race winner, very much so. Last race he got the fastest qualifying time. Started at the back of the group with those 5 extra points. Got the fastest lap and he won the race, the full 31 points, which has only been replicated one other time by... I know it's been done twice before. Toretto did it in round 2 and Fasco did that in round 5. So actually 3 times one driver's managed to pull the max 31 points. So quite impressive from those. Surprised it's 3 different drivers, 3 different times. Tiger still a decent lead over Chris Boo. Himself has plenty of wriggle room down to Fast Guy. Noxie, after what happened in the bus stop chicane last lap, not going to be able to gain any more position. He's just has to take his car to the end. I think most drivers are in the positions they're going to finish in now. As Robin Drums just has one more corner to make. Take it slow and steady. Got loads of gap room to the driver behind him. No need to push. Fuel very, very low here. Timed it really well. Same amount, it looks like, as Sarlacc. His tyres much better off than Sarlacc as Robin Drums wins the final round of the season. Sarlacc coming across the line in second position. Tiger claiming that last position on the podium. Then Chris Boo in fourth. Fast Guy coming in behind him for fifth position with Noxie just behind him in that orange Porsche. Sixth, bit of gap to Bunnies. I don't know what is Bunnies doing here. I think perhaps Bunnies went deep into the bus stop chicane. Luckily for him, didn't cost him a position, but he's coming across the line in seventh. Behind him, Gibbo in eighth position. And we've got, keep missing number 9. Jonathan going to be in ninth position. Overfueled a bit there for him. And Flashman will be the last man to finish, but I'm going to pause here so we can have a look at the timing sheet and do a rundown of the championship. Ow, that's the desk. So here we go. Chris Boo getting that one bonus point for fastest lap. Sarlacc wishing Rob, giving Rob congratulations for the win. Did a good job. 2.7 seconds down to Sarlacc, who actually the gap was smaller between Sarlacc and Tiger. So you can see this front six, not a massive amount separated in the end. Bunnies, don't know what he did in this last sector. Looking at the sector times, cost him about 2.5 seconds. So yeah, not particularly ideal. So yeah, quick going through on the order. Robin Drums getting the win in round 8. Sarlacc getting P2. Fairly happy with that one. Although not enough to get him up into third in the championship, I don't think. I think Tiger does hold on to that. As Tiger gets third here as well. Chris Boo finishing fourth position. Fast Guy finishing fifth, but of course he'd already ran the championship. And getting those 5 extra points for qualifying does actually still mean he gets 20 points between the two, so still not a bad point haul, the same as finishing third. Noxie finishing in 6th position, Bunnies finishing 7th, Gibbo in 8th, Jonathan 9th, and Flashman finishing off the order in 10th position. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of what I hope is correct. I set up a table that calculate the well, to work out we've got the championship. I don't want to quickly check if something's correct. It's a number I'm not too sure about. No, I think that one is correct. Okay, so to do a quick rundown of the championship and who finished where, of course, Fast Guy winning the championship on 155 points. So very well done to him. A huge gap down to Chris Boo in second on 126 points. So a 29-point league. Tiger in third position in the championship in 113 points. 13 points behind Chris Boo and only 8 points ahead of Sarlacc, who comes P4. Sarlacc doing very well considering the circumstances. In round 3 he got slightly caught up in an incident with Toretto, earning him a disqualification for that race and a race ban for round 4. So that actually means where most drivers have 6 scores counting, he only has 4 scores counting, yet still able to come 4th position on 105 points. And just 10 points behind Sarlacc on 95 is Rob on drums. This win helping him get past Bunnies in the championship to get 5th position. So he'll be very happy to move up the order in the last round. Bunnies then finishing 6th position championship, 88 points, 7 points behind Rob. And 6 points ahead of Noxie, who finishes in 7th place in the championship. Then behind him, Gibbo on... I have I done this correctly? Possibly. I think I miscalculated somewhere, maybe. No, actually, Gibbo on 78 points, so he's done very well here. Hang on, am I giving him the wrong number of points? I think I may have. Yes, I have. Finishing 8th position, you get, that's 9 points. Ooh, which does change the order slightly. Let's try that again. Right, so Binko then finishing in 8th position, behind 12 points behind Noxie on 70 points. Gibbo finishing in 9th position on 69 points, just 1 point behind Binko. So only just missing out on that. Toretto finishing in 10th on 59 points. 4 points behind him is YOLO on 55. I don't think YOLO gets any points this race. I can't really remember how that works. If he does, then he will jump Toretto, but if not, he will remain in that 11th position. Flashman finishing 12th in the championship, just 2 points ahead of Jonovan. Those two. Actually, Flashman means every single round here. Jonovan missing 2 rounds, of course, 2 drop scores. Just means his bad rounds hurt him more. That might have been the difference between him and Flashman. Then in 14th, Lewis Motorsport. Then Digital Blasphemy, Oishi, and Pat, who I believe only reserved for, just reserved for round 5. But Fast Guy again in the championship. Crispo second there, Tiger in 3rd. So for me, that is goodbye for the end of the Porsche Cup. Well done to our championship winner. I'll have a quick look at his car. So Fast Guy, and of course this is going to be the last race for Porsche Cup 7 on GT Sport. Not sure what Jam's plans are for GT7, whether it's going to be Porsche Cup, whether it's going to be a different spec series. But either way, we're very much looking forward to it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see what happens with the next season of Porsche Cup, as it is now, let me do the maths, 31 hours and 32 minutes until I can play GT7. So for me, that is goodbye until next week, and for those of you doing Formula X, I will see you on track on Sunday, if you're not all getting distracted playing GT7 like I am. So yeah, goodbye.